It's their anniversary, and I want to take a bite out of it.
I haven't seen them all day. I hope they didn't go extinct.
Or maybe perhaps they're lost in the polar ice caps. Coming to you live from the Boca Raton, Florida, it's the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Yay!
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, fresh off the sheet, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I was waiting for the music bed. Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe. As you saw, we have our puppeteers.
Today is Puppet Day. Oh, look at that. I actually matched my puppet. What a shocker that would be.
What a shocker.
What a shocker. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you as well.
I try to surround us with old and new
Nice.
so we could do different things. How come you're not talking to your puppet?
Oh.
Why is your puppet holding your wand in its mouth?
Because don't you think every unicorn needs a magical wand to make magical dreams come true for you and this amazing crew and studio that we have. Happy 6 years to you.
Happy 6 years to you. I notice you, I'm going to be a ventriloquist. Happy 6 years to you. How you doing? How is everybody?
Seems like we need a close-up on your hand.
No, we don't need a close-up of my hand. But I like the puppets. We got these from...
We got these from the girls when we went out last week for a field trip. It's funny. You've got the gorilla and I've got the unicorn. How we
Yeah,
stay so true.
How did I get the
How
gorilla?
did you get the gorilla? How did I get the unicorn?
What do you mean
What a
it stays
surprise.
so true? You're calling me a gorilla?
No, I'm just calling you a little cranky pants. That's all I can tell
I'm
you.
not cranky pants. What's wrong with your horn? It's downwards.
I don't know. I guess she's having a bad day.
That's what happens when you sit on his clutch.
Right, the clutch is all I can tell you.
Look, I got a new place to put my bell holder.
You've got an entire studio audience, I think, sitting right there with you.
Unbelievable.
So happy anniversary, happy 6 years to the Brooklyn Cafe Show. All I can say is a lot has changed in 6 years, right?
A lot has changed. And I have one of our producers working on a throwback piece.
Really?
Yeah, the writer is doing it.
Very
Braxton
cool.
is doing it. So as soon as that's ready, we'll put it up and go as well.
This is kind of cool.
I got to tell you, one of the things that's always been consistent in the last 6 or 7 years that we've been doing this, you say 6, I say 7, so we'll say 6 and a
tomato,
half,
I say tomato.
is that we've always surrounded ourselves with art ever since, even at
Always.
iHeart.
Yeah.
iHeart had those beautiful paintings and guitars and everything. They didn't have it in the studio, they had it outside the studio, but I think that sort of blended us into what we do.
Because it's all about the creative arts. We talk all the time that the studio is a living, breathing being, entity with feelings and emotions and art and creativity, and things change, but we keep going and say good morning to Ion. Good afternoon, actually, to Ion South Florida and to all our crew. That was our amazing Brooklyn Cafe brew crew that kicked off our afternoon show. Ion South Florida, hello to you and everyone that's watching us live on their channel.
That's right. Big shout out to you. Our phone number here, if you want to call and chit chat. What's the number here?
888-994-4995. Studio A, give us a call, see what's going on. 6 years, 7. You know, I was looking at some of our old film footage and all our old pictures and everything that we've done, and through the pandemic, through it all, we always have to celebrate what today is.
Today's not the pandemic.
No, but I mean, we always have to acknowledge the anniversary, even though when you get a little cranky. Is this you, like,
Dawn, stop
Couple
saying
hours
I'm
or
cranky.
what
I'm
is
not
that?
cranky. Nothing. Things happen in the business, you know that. And I was a little disappointed this morning, but it's okay. It's all gone. The kids actually did the puppet thing, and you notice that Josh went out of his way to give them a backdrop.
I like the backdrop, actually,
It's like a
whole
little
lot.
scenery of the forest.
That backdrop came from Sally. The weirdest thing is a couple weeks ago I had this vision of that painting. And when I was a kid, I painted something like that, but I'm sure it was so not good, I threw it away. And then Sally walks in with it the other day. So I love the backdrop. I love that we even
You
got
threw
Josh.
that painting away?
No, the one I painted of that when I was a kid.
Oh.
We got Josh to smile a little bit.
Josh, I'm gonna tell you, he's an amazing kid. He is actually taking control
Of everything.
of everyone.
I know.
He told me, sit. I sat down. He said, don't move. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and boom. That came out pretty good.
You guys
Listen,
did-
we rehearsed that for like 30
You
seconds.
did a great job. And our kids' television network, the numbers you tell me are really, really
I
growing.
can show them to you. They're tremendous. I don't understand why it's so difficult to get up, have your cereal or your French toast or whatever it is you eat, and you're a kid, and you put on your computer, and you could see throwback cartoons. What were they called? Melodies, Looney Tunes? What was
Warner
it?
Brothers, Looney Tunes,
Looney
Warner
Tunes,
Brothers,
Warner
yes.
Bros. Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, and I thought I saw a pussycat.
Oh my God, do you remember that Tweety Bird?
Tweety Bird is on there. I got them all. I got a whole new slew.
Do you have a
45 minutes.
favorite?
Me? Bugs Bunny. Because he had, you know, that one guy did like 20 voices on those cartoons.
What's his name? Mel something, right?
No, yes.
You don't know.
No.
You think about the talent behind people in the business, the things you don't realize that you sort of just take for granted. Like when Jonathan does our Mr. Saturday morning cartoons, and then he sends us his green screen background the other day, which was hilarious.
It was funny.
Right? And he worked all day to put this piece together. What it takes to put pieces together in the business for editing and ideas and creativity and all of the things that it takes to put anything out and anything forward.
And I talk to people about how difficult it is to do this day in and day out. You know, I see people that do a show a week or 2 shows a week, but when you do it 5 days a week for 7 years, it takes a whole lot of content. It takes a whole lot of imagination. Look, I put those flowers right in the right place,
And you
man.
did a beautiful job, I
I'm gonna
gotta
tell you
tell
something. I am very impressed with me.
I'm impressed too because I'm thinking, oh, what's that going to, and I love it. Look, the picture behind me matches my dress. We're also color coordinated. Our set designer did a fantastic
And yes, we are
job today.
hippies from the 60s. Well, she isn't. Well, yeah, you were born in 67. Something like
Hippies
that.
from the 60s. Why?
Hippies love color.
Do they?
Oh my God, yes.
Is it a hippie thing or a
Yeah,
gypsy
it's
thing or a spiritual thing?
It's a hippie gypsy thing. Remember peace? And that's why I go like this. With peace and colors. And I was watching some stuff in the air, you know, things back in the day.
I got to tell you, last night I started reading a book from Sally Bernard, who was Rose's guest, who's going to be her co-host a little bit going forward, about how she found spirituality. Unbelievable, some of the stories that she wrote. And if you believe in spirituality, you have to get a copy of this book. It's on Amazon. They Call Me Xena. And how she travels. She time travels when she sleeps. And places she goes and people she talks to and planets she travels to. And then at one point she goes, I know you're all going to think I'm crazy, close the book then, but I'm not. And you go on to read her story and the things that she has seen and the things that she believes in. It's truly amazing, some of the coincidences.
Coincidental.
The coincidences in life that there are never any coincidences.
Coincidences. That's too many vowels.
Coincidences. But you think about all the things that happen when you meet people,
I got to tell you something.
how you meet people.
We have interviewed so many people that they come up to me and says, hey, I was on your show 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know. I don't remember. But I say, oh, nice. You want to come on now? We have like a...
Do you have a favorite interview? Or
Me?
maybe not even a favorite, I can't say
Ours or a favorite of my life?
that. Either one.
Oh, it's big difference. The one that is favorite of my life, I didn't even know you yet. It's when I got to interview Obama. And as a matter of fact, Jeff Santos at 3 o'clock has all the film because I had to give it to him. And him and I were going over it yesterday. We had the caucus, we had Reverend Jackson, we had all
Who
those
interviewed
guys.
them? You did?
Well, he did, and then I got
You
to
did the
talk to them.
production?
I got to do the production. I got to talk to them, Obama and Michelle, and the Clintons. And that was on a big stage in North Carolina. That was my numero uno. And Romney at
Lynn University?
Lynn University. Oh, I did know you, did I? No?
No, I've just heard you talk about it.
But that was outstanding. And I think that when we first did a remote, what was our first remote? See how good you are.
My Delicious Deli.
That's right.
And I'll never forget, you said to me, because we were up at iHeart, we had just started, and I thought this was like the coolest career ever, right? Because it was just so much fun all the time. Didn't think much about it. We went in, we had fun, we laughed.
That's because Gio set it up.
And it was just so much fun and so easy. And I remember I said to you one day, you said, what do you want? And we were 5 days a week on AM up at iHeart. And I laughed at you as if we had the world, we had anything we could possibly want. And I said, F them. So we went on the shoot down to My Delicious Deli, right? We set everything up in Boca Raton with Barry, and his crew was amazing. We had people from everywhere filling this deli in Boca.
It was packed.
And they call us from iHeart in the middle of the shoot. Every time we're on remote, somebody seems to call us. We got to talk to you. So up we went and talked to all the bigwigs at iHeart, and they had sold our station, our studio time, and they weren't able to honor what our time was.
Us, yeah.
And we had 6 weeks to find a new home. And I remember talking to Connecticut thinking, oh my gosh,
What are we going to do?
what are we going to do? And I said to you, just like a newbie and a novice, oh, well, let's just go to FM and find a new studio. Sometimes
You got to watch it. what
lack
you ask
of
for.
knowledge
Yeah, it
is
hurts.
beautiful, because if you don't know, then you don't know. And I looked at you and I said, let's just go down to WNN. And you looked at me and said, why do you think it's so easy? And I said, just make a phone call and let's go. Not thinking anything of it. So you made a phone call and they said, okay, let's do it. And we started there the following June, beginning of June, and we were in the WNN room. And I looked around and I said, no, now we need a bigger studio, because I
You
need
were
a lot of
claustrophobic.
things for my 5-footness.
I remember.
Right? So we moved up to the gallery, but you never told me that we were starting over.
But hold on a second. I never told you that because we weren't starting over. We had growing pains.
Well, you never told me our audience would have to find us again.
Well, the radio station studio, it was still the same sites. It was still the same. That didn't change. But the radio station studio, you and I were claustrophobic. They're like this because the other station was a lot bigger.
Right.
So I get a phone call from you that you went hunting for a place
Yes.
and you found an art gallery. You got to come see this. And I'm sitting there, I go, Dawn, you just sit on the other side of the table. We'll have plenty of room. But we couldn't interview people that way.
Right.
So I go up there, and holy smokes, what an art gallery.
Right. It was beautiful.
It was unbelievable. But the funniest thing about the art gallery, there were two guys there, and they leave the names out. There were two guys there, and they had told you they're not doing this, 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 and that.
Correct.
So I said, we're doing this, 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 and that. And he says, okay.
Yep, that was 5 years ago, and I guess women weren't empowered 5 years ago. And I walked in and I said, do you have any, everything was closed, and there was this voice in my head, there was no room anywhere. If you don't ask, you'll never know. So I found an owner and I asked, do you by any chance have any available studio space? We have a production company and we're looking for a room that we can close the door because we've got equipment that we can house our TV radio show. And they said, we only have this room right here and we are demolishing it today at 5. And I called you and you were at the other side of town. And I said, can you get here? And you said, no, I can be there tomorrow morning. So I said to the guys, can you hold the demolition until tomorrow morning? They said, by 9 a.m. Otherwise, we're taking everything down. I said, okay. And you show up and you said, we'll do this, this, and this. And they said, okay, here's a handshake and let's do it.
No, the handshake was the other thing. Well, we have a book of a contract.
Yeah, that's it.
And I said, I'm from the Bronx, man. You either shake my hand, we got a deal, or we don't. Because it's your house. So if you tell me I got to go, I got to go. And they shook my hand. And how long were we there? 2.5
Were there?
years?
Yeah.
And we moved from the front, this little itty bitty space in the front. It was really tight.
It was plenty of space. We just outgrew it as soon as we moved
We
into
put the
it.
cameras in there, it was all over.
Once we put cameras in, it was too small. Once we put people in there, it even got smaller.
So we were going to the back room, beautiful, oh my God, beautiful studio, and he gave us both sides. And we had to move everything to the back. And I got a phone call that my mother died during the hurricane. And I said to you, if you wait till I come back, I'll help you move everything. And Dawn says, I got this. You know, these are the famous words of Dawn.
Don't ever believe me.
So because of the hurricane, I couldn't even walk you through it because I had no phone service.
I know.
For a week, right?
Yep.
I think I got one call in on a highway, me climbing a pole. And somehow when I come back, you did it. You moved the wires. Not only did you move the wires, they were going through the ceiling. Exactly
It
what
wasn't me. I
planned.
had a team, a community that came together, and they sat with me every day. We were actually down for one day. It was that Monday we went in, and Faith Washington sat with me, and JoJo called me, and literally on the floor running wires. And she called in an IT person.
JoJo?
JoJo called in her Marco, and
Marco.
he came and he ran internet across this entire 10,000 square foot gallery so we could have from one end to the other. He ran that, and JoJo and Faith and I literally sat on the floor and connected wires and ran flooring, and the landlord
Did
actually
Gio
had
help you
moved
at all?
everything. When we could not, and that we were down on that Monday, by Tuesday I said, we have to air. I did not know how to run any of the equipment.
JoJo ran it, no?
And I called Gio, and we were missing one critical step. You had left me notes, and he had left me notes, and we knew there was one step on the vMix that was missing. And once they showed me that, then we were good to go. But we had no hands. I couldn't sit on set and run board at the same time, right? So JoJo helped. We called in our first intern. Called in someone who came from Poland, and she happened to know production, and she came and she sat with
I
us.
remember her.
And you called her the Russian Rocket,
I
right?
remember her.
And from that
She was
point on,
good.
we ran everything we have with multiple producers and students that are learning and all the things that we get to do.
That's when we brought in the kids from the schools at that time.
Yep. After that.
JoJo is home with a broken leg.
How did she
in a
do
boot.
that, by the way?
She was at a wedding and she was stepping down a step and she misstepped and she broke the leg. So our wishes are to get better or with you when you get better. She's going to be in a boot or a cast. I don't even know how to call her today. Today's D-Day.
I saw like for 6 weeks or
For
3
6
months or
weeks.
something crazy.
Something just,
Not
and
like
if
that.
she doesn't fall on her ankle, she falls on her head. Remember when she cracked her head open? But thank you. Faith Washington, always been a friend of the show as well, and she dug in there and helped us as well. And Marco, if you are watching the show, Marco, come down. I owe you a drink or a cup of coffee, whatever it is that you do, because I was out of pocket. I couldn't do what I did, but when I came back, I sat down. I was so amazed at everything that you guys had accomplished. The studio looked incredible. All the artists came together and they
Everyone
brought
came
art
together and
in
helped
there.
us put everything together.
I was so flabbergasted. I didn't know what to do. I just sat down. I said, let me get out of your way. And I learned the lesson. Stay out of Dawn's way. Because after that, we were there, and then we had to go and find a new home. And Dawn found this place. And I came in here, and I said, it's a lot of rent. It's big. I don't know what we're going to do with all these walls. And we went to another place. And the other place we decided we were going to rent. And on the day of signing the lease,
We were on remote again.
we were on remote for a week. That day, that landlord had a mental block. Something happened to him.
I don't know.
And he's screaming at people and throwing stuff around. I said, okay, we got to go. And we left. And we came back here. And this became the house. And Amy called us. She needed a place. The art of Amy. Jay Harmon, who's been with us since the beginning, also needed a place. We said, we got walls. Somebody buy the hammer and the nails and we'll take care of it. Then we found out we had cinder blocks, so we had to put these strips up so the wood, they could put the pieces on the wood. So it's been an adventure. But the funniest thing is that you held a party after we were in with boxes on that Thursday, like 2 days after we were here.
It was for Thanksgiving. We had a
Thanksgiving.
Friendsgiving. Well, here's the thing. Like I told you before, what you don't know can't hurt you, because it never occurred to me again that every time we move, we were moving audiences and we were essentially starting again. And I said to you, why didn't you tell me that our audience had to find us again? And we were pretty much starting over every time we moved. And you said to me, if I told you that, you would have never done it. So I didn't tell you. And therein lies how you and I have stayed together
But
for
it
all of
doesn't-
these years.
But it doesn't mean that we're not going to either pick up another studio or another idea or something else bigger. Your studio, you always have to be in connection with your audience. no
Always
matter
have
where
to
you
be
go.
in connection with your audience and keep going and keep doing. And now we're so fortunate that we get to air not only on WWNN in the evenings, we're able to air in Boston on WCAP on Monday mornings. We're able to air now in Manhattan and New Jersey on Wednesday. I actually got a cold call today when I went out to run some errands, and it was an investment house. And he says, oh, I want to go over your investments with you and your long-term goals. And I said, And where are you located? He said, Midtown Manhattan. I said, I have an idea for you. And he said, are you kidding me?
That's a good idea.
I said, no, really, I would like to not go over my investments because I don't have any investments with this company. I don't even know how they found my phone. He goes, should I email you to blah, blah, blah? And he totally made up an email because I don't have that email. And so instead of calling him on it, I said, no, here's my email. We can set up a call and see what you do. But I thought it might be really nice because what's happening now in the world, I said we should do it on a Wednesday when our radio reach. And I don't think he could even believe he was having this conversation with me. Ever hear on the other side of the phone, silence, because his script did not account for what I had to say.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it was interesting. I'm sitting in the Publix parking lot having this conversation, and all he could say was, all right, let me get back to my script. Shall we set up the initial call? It'll be 15 to 20 minutes to see how we can help you with your investments. And I thought, all right, well, I can have the call, but I thought it might be really nice to put on a Wednesday morning in New York and New Jersey and see, you know what? Everyone's investments has changed right now.
Everybody's ideology of investment.
Everything has changed. Every market is down, up, roller coaster, gas. Everything has totally changed. I don't want to say it's bad. It's changed. And we all have to make adjustments on what we have to do. I can't use that P word anymore because I'm over that P word. But we have to make adjustments,
Yes.
which is what we do every day.
It's funny because Frankie was talking to a coworker. Now he's at a store in Midtown, and he was talking to a colleague, and the colleague must have said something loud, and the boss came out, the manager. He says, "Your uncle's what?" And they put it on in the office. So I was talking to Mimi and says, "Tell the boss to put it over, to pipe it through the store, and we'll give you a shout out."
Yeah.
It's a PG show, it's good, it's clean. So he says to Frankie, "Is your uncle serious?" And he said, "Yeah, he's very serious." So maybe we're gonna pipe into that store.
Just a piece of paper.
Where do
You
you
got
come
stickers full. I don't know. I was looking at your arm, wondering where did that sticker come from?
from? Scary. So maybe we're gonna be piping
Oh,
stuff
very
in there
cool.
as well.
Tomorrow.
I got a lot of stuff going on. You see, when you have, I don't know, 600,000 families in one platform, you got 65,000 on another, and then you have the radio numbers. When you have close to 1 million eyes, impressions, which is either eyes or ears, you have a big audience. So if I tell you to go out and get Lost Harbor vodka, now this is the official vodka of our show. Only vodka that we drink is Lost Harbor, as you could tell. When I tell you this, depending on the time of the day that I tell you this, depending on the time of the day you watch our show, you're gonna go out and get this because Freddie's not gonna lie to you. Donna's not gonna lie to you. So if you wanna make an impact on your business, this is the house for you to do it. Now you have come up with a brilliant idea where you take a commercial and you put it on the air. And then you bring in the people who own that commercial and you put them on the air. And you ask them to sell their product to when we're doing our hosting or anybody who calls in. You can't beat that. I don't care if you're CBS, NBC, or ABC, they don't do that.
Well, nobody else knows your product like you know your product. So
Correct.
this morning I was watching a segment. Kim Kardashian is Kim Kardashian, right? No doubt. Has the most beautiful skin. So she came out with a skincare line, an 8-step process to have
read about
skin
this.
like Kim Kardashian.
You get the
she-
booty too?
The booty, shouldn't talk about the booty, but it's an 8-step, 9 products, 8 steps. So you have 8 steps in the morning and 8 steps at night to look like Kim, to have skin like Kim Kardashian. And I'll bet you
People are going to
people are
buy
going to
it.
buy it because it's Kim Kardashian.
I know somebody who watched a J-Lo commercial, went out and bought it. No, not one. She bought every brand that she did. And because she's highly sensitive to whatever it is J-Lo was selling, she tried it for 3 days, getting sensitized
Yeah.
and sick until she had to take it back. She bought it because J-Lo said it's the magic fruit.
Well, it's, celebrity endorsements is what it is.
Is that how you buy it?
I think that's how a lot of people buy, which is why celebrities make upwards of everything they make to endorse a product. Look at the athletes, right? Nike, sneakers, Adidas, all of the things that
Butler
the athletes.
Coffee, right? The coffee
Jimmy
shop.
Butler's coffee, exactly. Everything that it takes
I
to
tell you,
endorse a product.
Dawn, I was working well, for a construction company in New York when I was in college. And I did a bowling alley in Jersey. I think it was Teaneck. But it was a historic building. Howard Stearns decided to do his Christmas party at this bowling alley. It was a lot of fun. But I got to meet Howard, and I got to talk to him, not on the air, the comedian he was, but the person. And he gave me a lot of information about what I do today, which everybody thinks I'm nuts half the time. But it's not nuts. It's doing something that nobody else would dare do because they're afraid it's not going to work. And Howard, I'm not talking about the Howard of today. I'm talking about in the 80s when he did what he did. Because nobody did what he did.
The shock jock?
He was the shock of shocker. And he had a commercial on that show, which was a purple building on the way up to Connecticut. And it was something plastics. I don't want to say the name. And I still remember it. And I went there because Howard told me, you need this stuff. And they do like card holders, anything in plastic, they will build it in front of you, right? So I needed a card holder, and they made it with a plate. And I'll never forget, what you're telling me right now is exactly what he did. His influence to go get something, and he was right. It was the product was unbelievable. And they painted the building purple because Howard's favorite color was purple. And I walked into this thing one time because of it.
But think about everything you do. If you need things done in your house, you want a referral, right? That's how this Angie's List is. It's a big referral. You want to know that somebody has used the product, endorses the product, has a good response with the product, so you feel comfortable because you trust this person. It's all in the trust, it's in the give and take of what the product is. This product, Palm Beach Distillery, Lost Harbor, this happens to be one of the most incredible vodkas. It's infused with caramel and vanilla. So for women, even for guys, but women usually like the sweeter alcohol beverages. Goes in great in coffee, a shot, you put it in a drink. We're actually going to come back from another segment and make a drink for our anniversary with the Lost Harbor. Female owned, you talk about women empowerment. What woman goes out and says, I need to make my own line of not one product, but 4. Rum, vodka, gin, and the Capistar, the flavored vodka. In Florida, by herself, with her girlfriends by her side, literally labeling the bottles, packaging. People just don't do that. So when somebody does that because they have a passion and a purpose and women empowerment to do it, you know what? You got to get behind them and say, I'm all in. And the product is amazing.
And that's the funny thing is that people don't understand her vodka is delicious. Her gin has won prizes. But this Capistar, you've never tasted anything like that. So I like to take credit for it. Like when I make the coffee,
you should.
I put a little shot in there.
You know, they call it Freddie's Special Coffee. Everyone says to me, are you drinking coffee? No, Freddie put something else in it for me.
It's funny. You see the way they react. Oh, I came for the special coffee?
Yes, you make them special coffee.
But everybody should feel special, even if it's for 15 minutes. But the products that we have just make it so that you can try them. I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm telling you to try them. You can come here and try them. So I want to do, remember that movie Chef? Mm-hmm. I saw it again. I want to use Texas, and I want to put our stuff out on social media, and I want people to come and share a show. Come and check out a show, bring a friend. If you're not happy with the show, I'll give you a free bag of coffee. And everybody drinks coffee. If it's not coffee, I'll give you something else. But I want you to bring a friend. We were built to have people here. COVID took that away from us. Let's get it back.
Let's do it.
Let's have some fun where the fun is. Now, if you want a miserable time, you can do what you do every day. I mean, you know how unhappy people are around us. People getting sick and everything else, all that nonsense going on. Now, we are going to change up a few things at the 1 o'clock hour. We're going to be playing the news because they told us we should be playing the news. We got a whole new rack of commercials that we're going to be playing as well. You have the paper I gave you? No, you do not?
I'm going to get it, though.
Okay. But it's changed. We've been doing this 7 years, and I got to tell you, you've been a trooper. It hasn't been easy. I remember when we left El Rey, you got sick. You got very sick.
I did.
And I used to say, take 2 Tylenol and let's go. Put a little dirt on it, as they say. And we did a week of remotes.
Oh my gosh, we went on remotes. I was so sick that I would do a shoot, and then I went to sleep on the couch. And I would get back up, do another segment, and then you would get me a soda. I think I had COVID before COVID even existed back in
You
the
had
day.
something. And we had Teddy with us. We had Cracker Barrel was with us.
No, I think it was before her.
Teddy, who else?
Hector.
Hector was with us. And we dragged these poor kids' souls
2 weeks on the road.
all over the place, I know. And thank you, Teddy, because without you, none of that would have happened at all. We did a different place every day, including some places with Wayne. We did a few places that way.
We did some
as well.
breweries. We did a lot of good things.
It was not easy to survive, but we did it for 2 weeks.
And
until
more to
we could-
come.
And more to come.
More to come. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, let's see what anniversary drink we're going to be putting together with Lost Harbor Rum
Who's making
and
the anniversary
Distillery.
drink?
Me or you?
Me or you? Don't forget your music beds.
What's the name of that song? You and Me and a Dog Named Blue? Is that it?
That's a book.
Or that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Give us a call. 888-994-4995. Studio A. We'll be right back.
Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you. Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Call 877-281-0289.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow. Retailers, shopping channels, and now even banks have tried to cancel myself and MyPillow. During these times, your support has meant everything to us. So my employees and I want to personally thank each and every one of you by passing the savings directly on to you. We're selling the best products ever for the best prices ever. For example, we have my towels with proprietary technology which makes them soft and absorbent. Towels that work, what a concept. They're made with USA cotton and come in a variety of awesome colors. My 6-piece towel set is regularly $109.99, now just $39.99 with your promo code. I support this show, and I would like to offer you our biggest discounts for listening. So please go to our website, mypillow.com, and put in the promo code at the end of this message to get the biggest discounts. Again, thanks for listening, and God bless.
Call 800-883-1046 and use promo code CAFESLEEP.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call SmartFares. Our prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low they're not published anywhere. SmartFares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, SmartFares can help you get there cheaply. and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available. So don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about open the conversation and share a few laughs. Now, back to
And we're back.
We are back.
Well, you're very busy
can't
over
find
there.
my bell.
How many people are you talking to?
A lot of people.
That's the beautiful thing about Freddie, is he's so authentically on his phone when we're on air.
Authentically?
Yes.
I'm talking to people that are saying hi from New York.
And they're saying hi back to New York.
And I'm saying hi.
So tell me about the show you got going on today at 3 o'clock. It's every day from 3 to 6. You've got a new show that you're going to be covering and broadcasting.
Jeff Santos. Jeff Santos and I did business during 2011 to about 2016.
Wow.
Jeff Santos was the one that helped me establish most of the technology that you see us using this, and then Gio went to work for him for a year, 2 years while he was in college. And Gio came out with all the different angles. You know, my son is really strange. If I don't ask Gio, do I put that shoe on the right foot or the left foot? And then I specifically have to tell him I have 2 feet. Specifically.
Because you didn't
He
ask.
won't give you the specific answer.
See, you did not ask.
So Gio has a treasure chest of stuff that he does. Not that that's thinking about, that he does. He uses some of the platforms
I have to tell you, we know a lot of people.
Yeah.
But he is probably one of the smartest men that I know. He just doesn't give you the information.
Now, why would you tell him that?
Because he's not listening. And if he is, then he's listening.
The problem here is that he knows information that we haven't even thought of yet.
That's what I'm saying.
So I asked him a question that I should I'm going to bring a TV screen here so that you can see who calls in. Like if you call in, whoever calls in right now, I'll give you a shirt if you call in, tell me your name. You would like to see the name of the person that calls in and where they're calling from. We have that technology. I'm using that at NN, and I can use it here, and I'm using it with Jeff. And he's in Boston, and I'm here, and the technology works. The object of the game is that if you know what you're doing, you cut the costs, you cut the effort, and the learning curve is a lot faster. You learn one thing, you learn 12.
We've got some things that we're going to be hopefully unveiling soon, which will be really fantastic.
Exciting.
But in all the years that you've been doing this, and I've only been with you 6, 7 years of this production life, have things in the business changed?
Oh
And
my God,
what have
yes.
you seen change for the better?
For the better, you know, I used to laugh because when, God forbid, when COVID came along and everybody went to Zoom, we were doing Zoom back in the day with our technology, except that ours is double encrypted. So you don't have the problems that Zoom had for the first 6 months. So I look at communication has changed. We've become a sped up, I need to see it now community. So if somebody gets hit by a car, somebody takes out a phone, they put it on social media. Not knowing that everything you're doing has a legal consequence to it because you're seeing the truth.
Sometimes it's the truth, sometimes not the
Well,
truth.
if you see somebody on their phone showing what's going on cleanly, not that it's edited, then you're seeing the truth.
You know what's interesting? There's this political commercial out, and I shall not discuss any more of it, but apparently it's quite controversial, and it's a little derogatory and discriminating against the other political parties. Now, it cannot be aired, apparently, on the major networks because of its content is so outrageously slanderous, immoral, unethical, all the things it shouldn't be. However, it is airing on social media. So I think about all the
That's
things.
going to change.
All the things that air on social media that benefit people, health products, CBD, hemp, all the things that we can help people's lives with that are scientifically based and endorsed. That we're not allowed to air. We're not allowed to promote music from independent artists for whatever reason the powers that be say. But these slanderous commercials are okay to air. Why?
Okay, it's changing. When you have a warehouse of video come into YouTube or Facebook, somebody has to look at them. Can you imagine there's 1 billion videos in here?
Don't you think it goes through an algorithm of things?
It goes through a whole bunch of things. So the ones that the algorithm picks up music goes to a person. Or it doesn't. They just hit the reject button. So they're slapping because there's so much material being pumped out. They slap it as copyright against you. Now, songs that we have on our record label, Amp It Up, they don't let me air on social media. I own it. But the reason they don't let me do it is because we went to a distributor who's helping us distribute the music. If I take it away from the distributor, then they'll let you air it. They may ask the person that owns the material, can they use it? And of course, they're going to say yes because it's us.
But they don't ask. They just take it down.
They're not asking us, they're asking the distributor.
Oh, that's why you had to go through the other side of that?
And what's happening right now, slanderous remarks made during the January 6th deal, which you can hear is all over the news. I think they did it last time, or they're doing it again
Something
tonight.
happened with Colbert's crew, his production team, in the Capitol yesterday.
I heard about that. He was making a joke about it. But the object of the game here is that 3 years ago, I did some political shows, not knowing that the person that was on there was going to say some slanderous things. Not only him, but the co-host, agreeing with some of the nonsense that was going on January 6th. It's complete nonsense. And they struck my account. So I took it down. I mean, I told the guy, listen, you can't do that. They don't want you talking that talk, exactly what you're talking about, slanderous material. 3 days later, they took another one. I had 75 shows. I took them all down without even looking at them because I have to save my channel.
Yep.
So now you have to be responsible and hold accountability to what you say. This commercial, there's got to be big money behind this commercial.
But it's not even out on the networks. It's
slanderous, and nobody wants a lawsuit. You know, it costs you $20 million to do a slanderous lawsuit at that level. And for what? You're not going to get that money back. Only the attorneys are going to get paid. So that's the problem with slanderous material. You're better off not talking about it.
Yeah, well, that's true. But there's a lot of things in business. I'm telling you, well, we're not going to get into that because we have to play the news on the top of this hour. So we're going to take a quick break, head over to the news. When we come back, more to come with our anniversary week. Let's see what we've got in store for you. So stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. We'll see you on the other side of the hour. We'll be right back.
Breathing through my troubles, trying to be smart, living with another, passion in my heart, partners come and go, always with a twirl.
Providing music you will enjoy. JM Production performers will brighten up your stage. Condominiums and residential communities, nightclubs and restaurants that want to provide top quality singers and entertainers for their social events, banquets, celebrations, and their customers use JM Productions to ensure that they have an uplifting and beautiful event. Now, tune in for the show.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40-plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come on down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Call 877-281-0289.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call SmartFares. Our prices are direct from the airlines and they're so low they're not published anywhere. SmartFares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, SmartFares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available. So don't wait. Call SmartFares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said that a recession is not inevitable as the Biden administration makes efforts to tackle record inflation. Appearing on ABC News this week, Yellen noted that President Joe Biden has made bringing down inflation his top priority, while Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has also set out to lower inflation while maintaining a strong labor market. A 15-year-old boy has died and 3 adults, including a police officer, were injured in a shooting in Washington, D.C. this weekend, officials said.
Investigators say 2 separate fights between partygoers sparked the initial gunfire. That triggered a massive stampede as hundreds scattered in all directions. A 15-year-old boy was killed. A D.C. police officer was shot in the leg. At least 2 others were rushed to the hospital. The shooters are still on the loose tonight.
Russia's war in Ukraine could extend for several years, a pair of Western leaders warned on Sunday.
When Ukraine fatigue is setting in, very important to show that we're with them for the long haul and we're giving them that strategic resilience that they need. We've got to make it clear that we're supporting the Ukrainians in their ambition, which their country is right behind, every single one, to expel the Russians, expel Putin's armies from everything that he's obtained since February the 24th.
Colombian selected a new president while French President Emmanuel Macron lost his grasp on parliament as both nations took to the polls Sunday. David Alexander reports.
Gustavo Petro, a former rebel and longtime senator, was elected the country's first leftist leader in a race against construction magnate Rodolfo Hernandez, while Macron failed to ward off efforts from France's far left and far right to block a parliamentary majority.
This is the latest news headlines. SpaceX launched 3 missions in just over 36 hours, including 2 from Florida's Space Coast, with most recent a 2-stage Falcon 9 early Sunday. The third rocket lifted off from Florida's Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at 12:27 a.m., carrying a communication satellite from Louisiana-based Globalstar. Sunday morning's launch was SpaceX's 26th this year and 9th for the particular Falcon 9 first stage. 2 men were charged with murder in a house explosion near St. Louis that authorities said killed 4 people who were assembling fireworks in a garage.
There was a huge explosion, house shaking. We assumed that a tree had fallen.
We just heard this humongous boom.
It didn't just take out the glass, it removed the entire frame from the home.
I guess just the blast itself and the heat from the fire I could feel on my door. I can feel that on my back door.
There's kids in the house. We're calling 911.
4 people between the ages of 16 and 21 were killed in the blast.
We could literally hear the screaming of people in that house.
British journalist Dom Phillips and indigenous expert Bruno Pereira were shot to death with hunting ammunition, Brazilian police said Saturday, 4 days after the missing men's bodies were recovered. Harry Michaels reports.
The Amazonas State Office of Brazil's federal police and a government-formed crisis committee investigating the slayings said in a release the pair were killed by gunshot wounds caused by typical hunting ammunition. Pereira's body was identified through dental records on Friday, police said, a day after Phillips' remains were similarly identified.
Swimming's international governing body, FINA, announced a new policy restricting transgender athletes from competing in women's elite races. The new policy states that transgender swimmers must have completed their transition by 12 years old and maintain a circulating testosterone level of below 2.5 nanomoles per liter to compete in the women's competitions, the Washington Post reported. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
Very cute, I gotta tell you.
That was Braxton put that together.
Very nice.
I never knew that we could look so funny on the air.
I got to tell you. So as we kick off our anniversary, every year is a little bit different. I really feel like I'm a little short of her. I think I'm going to have to stand while you sit. It's going to work a whole lot better that way.
Well, I'm going to have to hold the mic for you because you have some contraption. I just want to hold up this glass.
You didn't bring out yours.
No, because one day at a time. But this one has boobaliciousness on the glass. Who gave us this? You remember?
Yes, someone that we were working with another alcohol company. She had this made for us, and yours looks just like you, and she sent these as a gift, which was so remarkable, amazing.
She's an artist, but this is an amazing glass.
I know, right? If
we
only.
don't even take this out because we're afraid somebody will crack it.
If only.
So I'll be putting this, if only what?
If only I actually looked
If
like
only.
Bubblicious.
If you keep riding on the stick
clutch?
shift. But this is wonderful. But I think if you want, you can mix your cocktail here.
So I think I'm going to make a drink here. And, every year we have to have a certain cake. So this year we have to go with the chocolate theme. I don't know what he's got over there.
I'm going to tell you the
I think it's
reason.
iced tea.
The reason that you want me to hold on?
Sure.
The reason that they're out here is because of the cake.
Is that what
There's
it
no
is?
other reason. Yep.
Wow.
It's not like they enjoy
Being with us or
being with
anything
us.
like that?
And I even got a message from our board operator that the news, it slows him down. He needs action.
Even he's coming out? All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We've got a little bit of ice. What do I start with? I'm going to start with some coffee. And you love the way I mix things. So I know you actually gave me this pour. I believe this is a 1 ounce and this is a 2.
Right.
So I'm going to go with our Lost Harbor vodka. Brought to you by Palm Beach Distillery, and you can go to Lost Harbor Spirits or palmbeachdistillery.com, and you can get all of these shipped right to you. So I think we got to go with 2 ounces of this. I've never
Do you
really good
have
at
any
measuring.
idea of what you're making?
It's going to be delicious. So we've got 2 ounces of vodka. I'm going to go with 1 ounce of chocolate. I put about 4 ounces of coffee in there, so I'm going to do 1 ounce of chocolate. I know you can't have any of this, but
This
we're
is
going to share
horrible.
this for you.
Braxton, do you drink?
1 ounce of chocolate liqueur. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a splash of cream liqueur because, this is
Because you know why?
espresso, vodka.
Because it's what we had and you're mixing what we have together?
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Oh, my stars.
Right?
What do you...
So I've got ice.
You're like a mad
I've got
scientist.
Vodka, I've got some coffee in there. I'm gonna
Where's
shake
the
this up.
coffee? Regular coffee? Black
A little
coffee?
bit of our black coffee, 100% our Brooklyn
No
Cafe Show
Kahlua?
coffee.
There was no Kahlua?
No, because I thought that might be a little too much. I wouldn't want to overdo it for anyone who's going to drink this like me.
Kahlua is funny because Kahlua is coffee.
Shaken, as they say,
Not stirred?
not stirred,
You're going to have a hard time taking that apart. Do you know why?
because it's cold and
Because
it's
you
hot.
put too much ice. And you made the metal expand. And there it is.
And I got it.
Watch it. Don't put it in your clothes.
And I got it. And then we're going to
It's right in front of me.
pour in this. A beautiful drink brought to you by Peter Schnebley. And there you have it, our anniversary drink of the year. You want to try it?
I am. I'm going to try it on your Boobalicious
On my
cup.
Boobalicious cup? It could really probably use more vodka. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, just for me,
Capistara.
I'm just going to do a floater of the Capistara.
And the Capistara is a vodka blend, so...
It is a vanilla caramel infused vodka. See how that is? There you go. Probably could use a little bit more. I'm not a big proponent of these measuring cups. I much prefer just to do it and count, like the 8 pour. See how you like it? It's a little light for my taste.
Wow.
Good?
That ain't light, honey.
You don't think? Maybe I just don't taste it. If I drink it, I'll let you know how it is.
I don't even know who's old enough to drink it. Who's old enough to drink?
You and me.
What about Josh?
Yes, Josh and
Josh,
Baxton.
it-
Josh is like, yes,
Braxton,
he's old
you
enough
want
to
to taste
drink.
this? I'm talking about just a sip. There's a little baby cup over there.
He's good. You going to do the honors of our cake while I drink?
You want me to do the honors? What honors? It's a cake.
You got to cut it so they can cut into it. Because you know what happens otherwise? Bailey cuts into it.
Bailey cuts into it.
Baxton's like, oh no. That was a nice piece you put together, Baxton. where you got all those clips from. Very nice. We've got a lot of old clips, right? If you actually went back and saw our commercials and our intros from all of that. So we always have to commemorate everything on social media because you know what they say, if you don't have a picture, you don't know what it is.
Is that what they say?
You're having a very hard time. You
Well,
should
look
have
at
some
the
of my
make-believe
drinking.
knife you gave me. Instead of giving me a sharp
I guess
cutter.
I should have gotten you a real knife. We went to break. The things that we get to do here on the set, and you can't have any of it.
Hold on a second.
Oh, there you go. Let's go the Puerto Rican route. You guys ready for this one?
You ready for this?
You ready for this?
It's only one way to cut this.
Oh, my God. You're kidding.
I would like to cut this with a real knife. Do
All
we
right,
have
so
a
we're
real
going to
knife?
give it out to the kids, and they can cut that in the back. So happy anniversary to you.
Happy
6 years, more to
anniversary.
come. We got Rebooted the podcast coming out today. A little bit of a drink, but you can go to Palm Beach Distillery.
Here you go. Here you go, Missy Fu. Here. You have to cut it and give it
She's
out
like,
to people.
okay, we're gonna go. You can go to palmbeachdistillery.com and get all of the Lost Harbor vodkas. Maybe we'll do a. Do you like gin?
I don't like gin. I'm not a big gin drinker. My uncles were all gin drinkers. Wonder why. They were just good drinkers.
With a little bit of Capistara, it's
Don't
all
put
so
your
much
hair-
better.
don't- Make sure your hair stays on your head.
It's fine. You gotta love our crew. They come out for cake and then they're good to go.
She was sleeping. Go ahead, go cut it. Don't worry about it. Go cut. Yes. She was sleeping all this time doing board, and we're coming up with some new elements that we're going to be using for the show. Now, what is this?
That is. I was thinking about making a drink with that. Maybe I'll make it on the next segment.
Champagne? What is this?
I was thinking I could do like an ice cream and a champagne, like vanilla ice cream and champagne.
Well, that's an instant stomach ache, but okay.
But you're definitely aging for me.
Champagne and ice cream? That's very acidic.
Did you drink it when you were 21?
Drank
You
a
would
lot
drink
of it. I drank so much of it, I regret drinking it.
You would drink. Did we ever find the pieces that Slick sent us over?
Never sent them. Never saw them.
Really, I couldn't find them either.
Don't know what he did with them. He must have sent it to somebody else called Freddie.
So we're in the midst of a lot of things moving and doing, but we always want to invite you here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Something interesting happened. One of our social media platforms put something out asking us to be on a professional platform to pay us for our content. So I did it
When did that happen?
this morning.
And when were you going to tell me
I
this?
just told you. So we'll see what happens with that. You know, there's always, they dangle the carrot.
You
We'll see
just
what
told
happens.
me? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
How much of that do you been drinking?
I've only had 2 sips. It's
Really?
much better if you put a little topper with the Capistara.
Really? You just told me. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing to you.
You
I
actually
just
did
tell you.
this morning.
I didn't. I got a phone call and I had to do what I had to do to get it done. But
All right, so the 9:15 show started at 9:30, and at 9:20, at 9:35, no one was here. You go, we're going,
we are going.
and we went, and we did.
And what's the problem?
Nothing. We just keep going.
But that's unlike what you just said. When somebody wants our content, you didn't tell me that. I try to keep you in the loop.
I kept you in the loop.
No,
I
you kept
just
me in the
told
Fruit
you.
Loop is what you kept me in.
It's all okay though. It's summer. I was just talking to someone. She said, "Can't wait to come on your show. I'm going away for the summer." Then I went to go mail a package. She goes, "It's so great to see you. I'm going away for a month. Who's going to run the place?" My partner, because he's away for a month now. Florida and business in summer
What are
is
you talking
definitely.
about?
People go away for months in the summer.
How come we don't go away for months?
We don't even go away for a day. You and I took a week off.
Well, we have to go. We have to go away. Now, I have another request.
You actually told me we had some things going on up in New York, which is tomorrow
Which
at
can
12
happen.
o'clock.
I got to see what they're going to say next. I'm going to call them. It's supposed to be this week, an answer.
Mm.
I want to move all the lights and the cameras out the way, and I want to bring in an inflatable pool.
Why?
Because I want to have a pool in here.
Okay.
Away from the piano. Over here with the white soap first.
Okay.
What do you think?
Mm.
You just said okay. Now your head is going this way.
Oh, okay.
Okay is
You know,
not
when
good.
people do that, ever notice that our crew goes, yeah, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
no.
What do you mean, yeah, no?
Yeah, no, is it yeah or it's no? Apparently, it's what you said second. So if you go no, yeah, it means yes. If you say yeah, no, it's a no.
You wouldn't let me bring a pool in here?
No.
Why?
What are we going to do with all the water in here? No.
I put rubber mats out to capture the water.
I don't think so. But it's a good thought. It's a nice try. But I'm thinking not. I'm thinking not. Have you ever watched something on TV and be so compelled by the story? I actually reached out to someone the other day because I told you I was working out to a new fitness program.
How's that going for you?
It's good. It's painful, but it's
Maybe
good.
it's made you very cranky because you can't bend over. Everything hurts yourself.
Too many leg days. But you ever do something where you feel like you just have to do it again? If you can just get through another 30-minute workout?
No.
You can just do it again? Because I'm so intrigued by this woman's story.
No.
She is blind.
No.
And she has multiple sclerosis. She won the gold Paralympics.
But I'm not her.
But the story that she tells, I find so compelling on how she's done it and gotten through life. But I do have a little thing I want to talk to her about. So I'm waiting for her to reach back out to me.
Yeah, no.
Because she calls herself the blind girl.
Why'd she do that?
Exactly my question to her. Because I feel as if she's offered so much more to the world than her saying the blind girl. She's got people watching and working out with her, and I think it's amazing. But she's so much more than the blind girl.
Okay.
So yes, I've become addicted to her workout plans, as a matter of fact.
Is that the latest and greatest that you're into? Your new addiction is the workout plan?
Every day.
Are you still on that machine that takes you all over the world?
Every day.
You do that every day? Are you visiting new places, or it's the same place
No, I've
over
actually
and
been
over?
working out with this woman instead. So I went hiking in the Azores yesterday, and then I did this other workout.
Do they change the videos on that machine? They do.
You can go anywhere you want in the world. You can hike, you can walk,
So it has
you can run,
Wi-Fi
you can do
attached
a 5K.
to it?
Absolutely.
So this machine has Wi-Fi?
Mm-hmm. You want one?
No. That'd be a no.
But I find it fascinating. The things you can learn, the places you can visit, if you just put your mindset forward and you get dressed and you put one foot on that treadmill and you go, or one foot on your bike and you go. You put out your mat and just try.
Where are you going? You're looking at a TV screen. I could turn on the TV and be in Queens.
Yes, you could.
Watching Kings of Queens.
That is a great show, by the way.
I watch it every night.
I want to ask you that we've done this for 6 years. You know what they say, 7 years. That 7-year itch. So we're not quite there yet. 6 years.
Is that why you keep saying 6 years instead of 7?
It's really 6, but if you even think back, the fact we started this in 2016
Right.
to 2022, it's
Right.
a long time that we've been doing this. What do you want to do next in the next 6 years? Because we're going to have to renew our lease in a couple months, which means we've got 3 more years here. So what are you thinking you want to do next?
Television.
But what about television?
I want to be on TV. I want to be like Chico and
Cafe?
Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah,
You want to sell things? You want to do the cafe?
Yeah.
What's your mission? What do you want to do? You still want to bring businesses forward, or is it going to change?
It's the same. No, it's the same format that got me here, so I want to take it on the end. You know, I look at that lady that won those 2 awards for the good show.
Drew Barrymore.
Yep. And Drew Barrymore didn't have any plan. She says, we are going to be a good field show. And she did it during COVID. And everybody loves Drew Barrymore. So if she can do it, why can't I?
That's the American way. You absolutely can.
I mean, we give a lot of companies, we have given a lot of companies, businesses, a platform to do their stuff, to do whatever it is that I'm looking for singers, I'm looking for ventriloquists, I'm looking for magicians, I'm looking for anybody who has a business that wants to talk to a huge platform.
Do you ever get a feel that things are just bigger than you and you know it's going to be amazing?
No.
But you don't know what it is. You don't know what's coming. You just have this feel that something's coming.
No, it comes, it's here, I say hello, and we move on. You see, you anticipate a lot of
Have
things.
you always been like this? Very matter of fact, very like black and white?
I was hired as a defensive coordinator in high school, and then I worked with the USFL, which is back on the air, because I was a defensive coordinator that saw and anticipated what people were going to do. And I was very good at it. So I used to tell the information to the coaches that I wanted them to the opposite of what the defenders were doing, and we scored a lot of points. We were very good.
So you're sort of anticipating chess, like the next move.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in this business, like what happened this morning, you never know what you're going to do. I didn't know you were going to come with flowers and all this other stuff.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that to me is harder to do for me than anything else. Can I drum it up? Can I play it out? Can I show it off? Can I have fun with it? I could do all of that.
That to me is going out, regrouping, doing what I know I do best, and coming back.
I can't do that.
No, because you do the other things. That's why you and I work so well together.
I get afraid of some of the things that you do because I never know what's coming. But I'm able to regroup. What I would like to do is I would like to take the kids on some more outward stuff, like Presidente. Didn't we do a field trip once to Presidente?
We did, actually.
And we took, you guys ever been to Presidente?
We took them out for lunch, and some of them had never had croquetas. Remember, Alana did that.
So I want to take them to Jack's Pizza Military as well. I want to take them to Presidente. I want them to see some of the good things that we have shared throughout our voyage.
You have a favorite remote?
Yeah, but we haven't done it yet. Okay. I tell you, I want to be, the biggest remote we've ever done for me was 3,000 people at the Meisner Park. I thought it was only 1,200 people, but I spoke to him. He said, no, it was over 3,000 people there, and they sold 5,000 tickets. But that was the day of COVID.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, think about that. Think about you and I were on remote with our crew the day the world shut down.
Yeah, we were the last show that went in there. We were the last episode of Meisner, and then they shut down for 2 years. And the banner behind us was brand new.
True that.
We unwrapped it. And the funniest thing is that you're looking at people taking pictures in front of the banner that we didn't even recognize. We didn't know who they were.
Absolutely true.
So that, to me, has been the biggest and best remote. Now, if we go real back in the day, when we went down to the hockey thing.
That was a great day, too.
We did that for 3 years in a row. We had our own people down there, and they put the Brooklyn Cafe on the scoreboard.
For a lot of charities. What I would like to start doing, because we do send out our newsletter every month, I would like to highlight a community charity every month. So if you have a charity that you would like to highlight, I would like to highlight one per month. Come in, talk about your charity, promote it, see how the community can help you, interact with you, and then spotlight it on our newsletters. But I'd like to add that because we always do an artist spotlight, we always do a business spotlight. I'd like to do a community spotlight to reach out to all the foundations because there are so many great ones. Just send us your pitch at thebrooklyncafetv@gmail.com. Let us know about your outreach, your foundation, and see how we can help bring it forward.
And then you're going to put them on the set to...
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I like that.
Because there's a lot of foundations that we don't know about. There's a lot that we do know about. There's things that are changing and people are doing. But right now, everyone is trying to keep busy, to keep in the forefront, and everyone's asking for money. Unfortunately, I spoke to a woman yesterday, and she works with a big foundation in town. But because donations are so down, she was working full-time for 3 years. She is now part-time working from home doing community relations because without funding, the foundation cannot continue to run. And if they cannot continue to run, they cannot continue to bring in their staff. So she's coming because she has a business that she's going to be spotlighting later on this week. But I'm realizing that this has got to be happening to a lot more than we realize. So I want to give them a platform to come forward. And maybe there's people out there that don't know it even exists. But we want to give them the opportunity to say, all right, let me make a donation. Let me find out what you're doing. Maybe I can give something. Maybe they're collecting backpacks for school. I see they're starting that already for kids.
Right. Well,
school supplies.
You never know. You only need the right set of eyes, the right set of ears, and then you're on your way. To give them an opportunity to come here and do that, I think it's kind of cool.
So give us a call at 866-224-5422 or send us an email, thebrooklyncafetv@gmail.com. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we want to wrap up this drink episode.
Oh, my goodness.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in.
When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422. For no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
I'm Heidi Wild, and the only moisturizer I use on my skin is Javon's Desired Radiance. Javon's quality starts with producing the goat milk of the blue herd. It could make your skin look and feel younger and more radiant, just like mine. And now, there's a Javon's Desired Radiance for men, too. Order now and find out for yourself at javon.com.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversation and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
There's
we're
all
back.
sorts of stuff going on.
And there is the flyer for the Marlins game that is this Sunday, June 26th. I cannot believe we're at the end of June.
I know.
My parents' anniversary is on Saturday, so I said to them at Father's Day, how many years are you married? Because I thought maybe I would catch them in the truth. They're sticking to their story.
Which is?
They're holding firm, 56, 57, 56.
56.
56, I'm 55.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So they're sticking to their story. My mom's pretty good at that, though. She totally sticks to her story on how many years they're married, which I guess is true. It's just the question of how old I am is the change.
True that. How do people get information for the morning game?
So give us a call at 866-224-5422. Send us an email, thebrooklynCafeTV@gmail.com. The Marlins game is Sunday. First pitch, 12:05, down in Marlins Stadium, Marlins versus Mets. But proceeds go to help the kids in our community that are in foster care through SOS Children's Village, through JAFCO, through other foster organizations around the area, $18 will sponsor a child to go to the game. It is in partnership with Temple Colony, Emmanuel, and Plantation. The kids get to come early for an early lunch, a barbecue. You and I are going to be serving lunch, Brooklyn Cafe host style to the kids. Then they get a goodie bag, a drink, free parking for those that are driving them down to the game, free admission to the game, and a great opportunity to do some network and do something fantastic for our community. So I'm excited to go.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I love the Mets.
So we're going to have to go. You love the Mets. You're going to wear, you got to wear cafe things. Maybe a
am.
Mets hat.
No, I'm wearing cafe.
We'll buy you a hat. It could be like Cafe Mets.
No, I'll wear cafe.
You a baseball hat kind of guy?
Oh, yeah.
Or a jersey kind of guy? What do you,
Oh,
like when
jersey's
you
nice.
go, what do you prefer?
A jersey, but we'll talk about it. Because I got to wear the cafe.
You're going to serve some lunch to the kids?
Absolutely, and give them some jokes and some funny bone stuff.
So I think that'll be so much fun. So I think we
think-
should
I look
sponsor some
forward to
kids. And Jeffrey hasn't been here, but for more information, you can contact us right here at the cafe. And I think we have the flyer out on social media. We'll put it out again.
We'll put it out again, but we have to call them today and double down. What is it? How do we get people information? Because I think Kenny Love wants to go give out flowers.
You know, we don't forget, but if it's not in your mirror and your field of sight, what's going on in our community is bigger than us. And kids, foster kids, those that don't have the opportunity, there are so many kids that end up in foster care even later in life that are looking for adoption, that are looking for really good homes, that have had, by no fault of their own, difficulties navigating life in families and schools, and they end up in foster care. And there's some great organizations in our community to
Look
help
who's in
with
the
that.
house.
Who's in the house? Oh wait, who would that be?
El Capitan.
Who would that be? So nice to
Slick, we
show
never
up.
got the pictures of Josh. No, I sent everything. It didn't come through.
Listen, they changed our email,
changed
and now
our
we
email,
can't find
that's why.
anything. How you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, he's tired.
Tired of what? Oh, you're actually working.
How's it going? We're celebrating. It's our 6-year anniversary today.
6 years?
6 years.
7 years. She doesn't know how to count.
7 years. Oh, thank you, sir. He's been here for 2.
He's been here for 2 to 7.
That's a long time.
We've only been here 3 years.
He's been here almost since the beginning. He started with us of January of 2020.
Oh, so he was here when we started.
Almost 3 years.
Wow.
Really? That was it?
That was it?
Wow.
Amy
Think about how
and
things have
Jane.
changed, right?
Yeah.
He still doesn't pick up a mic when he talks, so, but other than
I
that,
know.
it's all
a good
good.
thing he's producing material for our company.
Are you coming to the Marlins game with us on Sunday? Marlins versus the Mets. I think you should bring your niece and your nephew at least, for sure. See what's on his back?
I haven't heard anything about it, so you're not going to invite me to this Mets game?
Yeah, you've been invited.
Do
What
you ever
number
look
you
at,
on?
Do you look at the group chat?
What number you on?
Have you
He's
looked at
on 3.
WhatsApp?
Oh no,
I put it out on Sunday.
We're like in the rear view mirror.
Nobody answered us on WhatsApp, by the way, which means nobody looks at
I
it.
don't guess nobody wants to go.
Oh, he's like, oh.
Josh said that he would go.
Yes.
But Josh never answers. He's Mr. Hush Hush. Hush puppy.
How you like that TikTok? You see Katie dancing?
Oh, you just noticed the WhatsApp now.
So Aaron was on social media. Aaron was on whatever the
Oh,
other day.
that he commented on. Aaron and Butler.
Because I'm jealous. He probably, I just want to know.
They went to dinner last night. And he took Aaron to dinner. Aaron told you to come down. You know, you're like the ghost of Mrs. Muir.
I'm going to give it to you. Because Ashley would be very happy for him to get rid of some sneakers, too. You know, we're looking now for the wedding kicks, he told me.
What?
Wedding kicks.
When are they getting married? What year?
Next year. March. I know. They're like so happy Slick is here. It's
My
like
bad.
Dad's home.
My
Now
fault,
they
yo.
can breathe.
My
Isn't
fault.
that funny? Not you and
My
me, but
fault.
Slick.
My fault.
Yes.
You going to call some of these numbers?
My fault.
Yes,
My
this
fault.
portion of the show is brought to you by, you know what I like? The
What do you
new
like?
company, Smart Fares.
That's you.
The airlines. Slick, I could have gotten you to California when you went for 75% off.
Why didn't you do it?
Because I didn't know. They have 500 airlines involved in this campaign.
Wow.
75% off, or you could take 50% off of business or first class.
Really? That's good.
You see what's going on with the airline industry?
I don't want to learn time. That's why you got to call SmartFares.
Yes.
855-828-0198. 75% off. So if your ticket is $100, you're going to pay $25 to go on a plane to California.
That's good.
Give 'em a
Especially
call.
in this economy right now, $6 a gallon. So that's
It's going
good.
to, you just see what happened in the UK. It's up to $10 a gallon.
I hear we're going to go on a gas tax hike. You're going to save 18 cents a gallon.
For what?
Of gas. Biden might give us a tax break, holiday on
The
gas.
same thing with student loans I've been hearing. So
Yeah, and that ain't happening either. Ain't happening.
What do you think they're going to?
no, because he's been talking about that gas price. Like he's gonna take off like 18 cents, and then he was gonna bring down. He was talking about student loans, but I don't know. I gotta see
18
it.
cents a gallon, right? So figure you put in 10 gallons, $1.80, 20 gallons. No one has a 20-gallon tank. Even at that, it's $3.60.
Right.
What's that doing?
Let
for
me tell you, the problem with this is that between student loans and the tax, that's money coming into the government who's completely broke. And they're printing money. And that's why you have inflation, and here comes the recession. Because you're using money you ain't got.
Welcome to the American way.
Welcome to being an adult.
You remember when they said, we live more on our credit cards than we do in real money?
I got to tell you, there's
happens.
so many cold calls. People call me at least once a day telling me they're going to help me pay off my student loan debt, and I need to call them ASAP before it goes into like foreclosure, forbearance, whatever it is. I don't have any student loans. Never had student
want some?
loans. No, but that just shows you they're just going down the list, and I don't
A
even know
scam,
how
yeah.
they get your phone number.
You want some? Those are scams.
Of
Once
course
it-
they
once
are.
it's public-
So you
People
block,
answer
you
them.
block the spam, block it, and then you get rid of it. You never hear from them.
No, they have a different number because right
Block it
now
again.
I'm being called for what is it? I'm being called for my mother. It's Miami numbers 786-305-78. Every time I block it.
They find another number that
Correct.
starts like with your mom's number.
Mhm.
Yep.
You gotta block it. I get hit with 1,000 spam calls a day.
I
It's
can't do it.
ridiculous. Listen, there's a company called the Tax Helpers, another sponsor, new sponsor to the show. 800-651-4808. If you owe $10,000 or more, you gotta call these guys because they will help you resolve the issue. 800-651-4808.
And the one thing people are afraid of is the IRS. The one thing people don't like doing, taxes, for sure.
Well, isn't tax season, you know, the grace period?
October, yeah, I'm
October?
still in the middle of that grace period. I still have
Oh.
to sit down and do all of that.
Now, let me ask you a question. You ever notice that you owe the government owes you a refund?
And I never have that.
And when they owe you a refund, for whatever reason, they haven't been able to pay because they got no money. So that was 2 years ago. So now we go 2 years later, and I owe them money. But what they owe me is 10 times more than what I owe them. So they're calling me and threatening me, and I said, well, wait a minute. You owe me X. That has nothing to do with it, Mr. Santori. What do you mean it has nothing to do with it? You owe this pile of money. I owe this pinky of money. I mean, I sent it to them. I says, now can I call you back and complain, where's my refund? Can I do that?
I haven't heard of anyone not getting their refunds, other than
I'll show you the letters.
other than you.
I'll show you the letters. What do you mean you never heard of nobody getting
I've never heard of anyone getting a refund and not getting the money direct deposited into their account within 6 weeks.
And then, because they don't have enough people working at the IRS, they give it to different people, like regular people. So you hear a dog barking in the background.
Because
things like
everyone's working from home.
Hey, so I call and I said, listen, Jane, we got a problem here. You're asking for material that I already sent you. Would you like me to send it again? And I did. So I called Jane back. Oh, this is too complicated. I had to hand it over to Paul. Paul says, I don't have that material. I send it to Jane. No, you got to send it to me. So I sent it to Paul. This has been going on for 2.5 years. They know they owe it. I know that they owe it. But
You need an accountant. A
I
forensic
need to
accountant.
call tax helpers.
You should call tax helpers. What's the phone number?
I knew you were gonna say that after I put it down.
What's the phone number? Because I would bet a lot of people need help.
800-651-4808. So I'm gonna call them today and say, listen, can you help me with this mess? I mean, I don't understand. I just don't get it. There's a few things I don't get.
Ever feel you just want to run away,
No.
just go live in a small island and
That's
not
like
do
hitting
anything?
lotto, right? And they go, listen, Santori, we can't pay you today because our lotto machines aren't working. We owe you $100 million. We get it. We'll get to you. Maybe in a year or two, we'll get to you. And you're sitting there saying, what?
I don't know. You've got stories. You hear stories about movers and all of that. And once it goes on the news, and the news takes care of it. You should take your story to the news.
And tell them what? And then I really get the IRS mad at me.
Tell them the news. All right. So before we wrap up for today's show, you have to pick one of our Hope Hearts.
Why?
Because we're going into a whole new year, a whole new venture of goodness. So pick a Hope Heart. Can't look. We always say the Hope Heart chooses you.
I want to dig down, way down.
So we've got 2 sets. You got some fuzz there as well. How do you find all kinds of things? Here, I'll take the fuzz. It looks like it's for my dress or something. Where'd you get?
Wow. This is so small, I need my glasses. Look at this tiny little heart I got. Inspired.
Yes, you are. You are inspiring.
But look at
many.
this heart. It has a ladybug on it.
It's very cute. Oh, look what I got. Oh, look how cute is that? A piece.
A piece of what?
I gotta tell you,
What'd you
these things always amaze me.
What is that?
Believe.
I say
We
nothing
always
more.
say, there's nothing more to say. The heart chooses you. So come on down, get one of our Hope Hearts, brought to you by Gina Bella has created some, and the Heart Painter has created some others. And yes, you get to keep them. And just anytime you have a question, I always say the heart chooses you. And here you go again. Look, it's a dove of peace.
I know.
And it says believe.
I got a ladybug. You know I hate ladybugs.
Ladybugs are lucky though. Got to keep that in your pocket. I've known people that have taken these and they've gone to the hospital for whatever procedures and it stays in their wallet. The intent of this is to actually pay it forward. So when you meet somebody along your travels for the day and they may need a little bit of hope, you give them your heart and you come back to the cafe and you get another one. We've always tried to have a tracker on the Brooklyn Cafe website, but no one seems to want to pay it forward. Everybody keeps them. But come on down, we will always give you a new one or you can take one. And this one says, thank you for all that you do.
Absolutely.
It's amazing to me how these actually work every single
There's
time.
a whole cluster of good stuff in it.
Every single time. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this Tasty Tuesday on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. 866-224-5422, Studio A. We'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444. We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping! Are you ready to relax and unwind? Come visit the Spa Facial on Ocean Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale Beach. We offer facial therapy, body treatments, waxing, men's spa treatments, and so much more. Our spa services are a great way to take a step back from the bustle of everyday life. Come take a break with us. We guarantee our all-natural products will bring you to pure tranquility. Call us today at 954-213-5034 or visit our website, thespafacial.info.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow. Retailers, shopping channels, and now even banks have tried to cancel myself and MyPillow. During these times, your support has meant everything to us. So my employees and I want to personally thank each and every one of you by passing the savings directly on to you. We're selling the best products ever for the best prices ever. For example, we have my towels with proprietary technology which makes them soft and absorbent. Towels that work, what a concept. They're made with USA cotton and come in a variety of awesome colors. My 6-piece towel set is regularly $109.99, now just $39.99 with your promo code. I support this show, and I would like to offer you our biggest discounts for listening. So please go to our website, mypillow.com, and put in the promo code at the end of this message to get the biggest discounts. Again, thanks for listening, and God bless.
Call 800-883-1046 and use promo code CAFESLEEP.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversation and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And he's back.
And we're back. And everybody's back.
Who else is here? And there you go, getting ready for our next show.
Yes.
Ready to wrap this up?
I am.
Happy anniversary.
You wanted to say something.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Old age sucks. Okay.
You got them? Are they ready to roll? Let's see what he's got ready to roll. For more information on the Marlins game, you can always give us a call.
What are we showing?
The pieces that Slick found.
Oh, for the email? All right, let's see. This is from Josh Plain. What's he talking about?
Well, I guess we're going to download it for tomorrow. Today is National Selfie Day, so take your selfies, take your ussies, as they say.
What's it called?
National Selfie Day in Ussie. You know what an Ussie is?
I guess
more than the self. Have you ever seen that? All right, we're going to post it for the Instagram
Josh's
and Facebook.
pictures? All right. What are you sending? A video of what? Oh, okay. So information on Josh playing with CC last Friday will be posted on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, more to come with that. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today. Tomorrow, join us in New York, WGHT, New York City, 1500, and North Jersey, 98.3, 12 o'clock. We've got Paul Solomon of Luhu Senior Advisors joining us. Have a great afternoon. Tune in. We've got Rebooted, the podcast, coming to you at 3 o'clock. And you've got Jeff Santos at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Have a great day, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
There was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound. It was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong.